Hello everyone and welcome to episode 15, yes, of our Elden Ring full walkthrough. This is the Mad Pumpkin, and for today what I had in mind is it might be slightly boring, but it needs to be done. We have just discovered the Roundtable Hold for the first time today, so what we're gonna do is we are gonna talk to a bunch of people here. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish, 6-ish people that we need to talk to. So we're just gonna go ahead and get that out of the way. Let's talk to this guy first.
Oh, I see you've just arrived. Welcome to the Roundtable Hold. I'm Corin, a man of the cloth. I teach incantations, the strength granted us by the two fingers, and explore the secrets of the Golden Order, so that one day, if a tarnished of the Roundtable Hold should become Elden Lord, I might counsel them, ensuring order regains its proper form, righting rule over men. By the way, do you still see it? The guidance of grace.
We can go ahead and tell him the truth or lie. We do see it, like the rays that you've seen pointing from the Sights of Grace. That's what he meant by the Guidance of Grace. So, if you say I see it, you can talk to him further. He becomes an NPC that you can learn incantations from. If you say I don't see it, I'm not sure if much changes. I've always kind of just went with the I see it because there's some cool incantations that we can buy from this guy, and even though we're like dexterity mage kind of build, there are some incantations that require minimal amount of faith, and we can make good use of them. So for the sake of aforementioned, we're just gonna go ahead and say I see it.
You do? Wonderful news. Most tarnished are blind to it these days. You are something of a rare breed. Well, what do you say? Care to learn an incantation of the two fingers?
So yeah, as you can see, and we also get the prayer emote from him. So he is providing incantations for us. So let's go over a couple of them real quick, just to see what we're dealing with. We have Urgent Heal. So the only difference is this one requires more faith and heals more. This one requires less and heals less. We have the Cure Poison. Go figure out what that means. Magic Fortification increases magic damage negation. That's kind of good, but in this case we're not actually going to need it because we do have Scholar's Armament available for us, which also reduces magic damage taken. We have Flame Fortification. Go figure out what that means. We have Rejection. So this is an incantation that kind of like pushes not everyone, a lot of the foes away from you. It works like a shockwave. Some of the enemies that we are going to encounter are just big poise boys, so we're not going to be able to push them back. But most of the enemies, also bosses excluded, most of them are going to be ignoring the rejection because they're just too beefy to be pushed back. We have the Catch Flame. This incantation is just a brief fire explosion, very fast, coming in short melee range. And we have the Flame Sling. It quite literally throws a ball of raging fire. That's pretty much it. You can also charge this to increase the potency, or cast it. Just press L1 if you have the seal in your left hand, and it's just gonna cast immediately. You do need a seal, like I mentioned, to cast any incantation whatsoever. We don't have one right now, but for the purposes of some specific situations, we will buy a basic seal just so we can cast some of these incantations.
May the Golden Order shine through you.
So, like we talked to him, this is Brother Corn. He has the same set as the Prophet starting class. So he's all about that faith, right? You can study incantations from him. The ones that you've seen right now are just like part of him. There's more to be learned as the game progresses. We've met this guy before, but we found him here, which means he's also one of the Tarnished. And let's see what he has to say now.
Ah, we meet again. I'm glad you took my warning to heart. Those who live in death should be left well alone. All the more should you spy a mariner among their number.
So, we did pick up a death root in one of the catacombs. We'll go over it a bit later. We can show him the death root, and he will point us to a certain place in the lands between where we can do something with it. And we did heed his warning, but not because he told us that it's scary, because we're edgelords. We like to live dangerously. We just wanted to rush to get here as soon as possible. So let's go ahead and show him the death root and see what he has to say about that.
Well, well. Another fool who won't listen to reason, eh? But with a prowess for weeding deathroot. How would you like to earn the strength of beasts? If you're inclined to hunt more of those who live in death and weed their deathroot, then I'll introduce you to Garank, the beast clergyman. I have a matter of my own to attend to, and the beast himself wishes for someone to take my place. What say you?
So, there's two options that you can choose here: accept introduction or refuse. If we select refuse, he's just gonna say, "Oh, that's quite a shame," blah blah blah, and I'm not gonna say the quest line ends there, but the quest line is significantly postponed. Like, I'm talking in 60, 70 roundish episodes, we're gonna postpone this questline. If you say accept introduction, he is gonna show you a place on the map which we can access right away. And there's gonna be like a teleporter, and it's gonna take you to the beast clergyman, as he mentioned it. And he's gonna talk to us a bit more about what the role of Deathroot is, why he wants it, and to form a deal with him. We give him Deathroot and he gives us some goodies. So we're just going to go ahead and accept our introduction.
Very well. Show me your map. I've marked the location for you, of a hidden gateway. It will lead you to Garank, the beast clergyman.
So yeah, as it says, mark was made. We're just going to go quickly over it. I just want to show you guys real quick where it is. So this is the Third Church of America. This is where we picked up the Flask of Wondrous Physique, and this is the mark that he made for us on the map. So it's super close. We're gonna go over there, definitely check it out, and see more about the death room. Let's just go. What is this? Clockwise, and talk to the NPCs.
Ah, hello. You must be new here. Well, just call me Dialos. The honor of one's house holds little import in these lands. By the way, have you met a young woman named Lanya on your travels? She's my servant, but fickle as the wind. Take your eyes off her for but a moment and she's good as gone. If you find her, please be sure to tell me.
Will do, good sir. Let's see if he has something more to say.
Be sure to tell me if you meet a young... She's a servant to my house. She's been my companion since childhood. I've lost count of the number of times I've had to find her like this. Honestly, she's such a little tomboy.
So he further explains about his servant Lanya. We will actually find Lanya, and it will be quite an encounter. Let's just go ahead and talk to D real quick, see if he has anything more to say before proceeding.
What is it? Still milling about? The map indicates it will lead you to...
So he's just gonna repeat about the mark on the map. Okay, let's keep going. There's one more NPC in this room to meet. This guy.
Oh, this is a rare occasion. I can't remember the last time a new Tarnished made their way to the Round Table. Very well. As your senior, I bid you welcome. It is safe here. You may let down your guard.
Okay, so he's mentioning that he's a senior to us, and in some way that is right. he is one of the Tarnished that is currently the closest to the title of being the Elden Lord, but more on that later. Let's see if he has something else to say.
Allow me a word of advice. As your senior, you are a mere visitor to the Round Table. Nothing more. A house guest. Yet to earn their keep. Remember your place, newcomer.
Well, fuck you too. So he is emphasizing that he's our senior. He's emphasizing the fact that we're just like a visitor, that our standing between the fellow Tarnished is very low. And we will figure out why. We'll figure out how to increase our standing. We're not gonna do it because of him, because fuck this guy. But we will do it unintentionally, so to say. So with that in mind, let's look around, see what else we have. We have this doorway here, but this door is gonna open as soon as we kill the first main story boss. Let's see. Okay, let's go here. Let's see what we have here. This guy. I love this guy. Let's go talk to him, see what he has to say.
You're a new face. No matter, it's all the same. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing.
So, as you may have noticed, two things. One, he's hammering on a sword, so he is going to be the blacksmith. So, if you remember, when we were on the smithing table close to Kale, we got a message saying that our armaments could be upgraded only up to +3. This guy, he knows his shit, so he can upgrade our weapons all the way up to +25. So that's how far a weapon can be upgraded. And the second thing, as you may have seen on the prompt with his dialogue, it says about the chains on your leg. So as you can see here on the wall, like right behind him, there's like chains, and they're strapped around his ankle. So why don't we go ahead and ask him about this unfortunate situation he's in.
I see you've noticed the chains. Nothing special. I'm a prisoner and these are my chains. I'm trapped by the hold. I'm dying, smithing for you fools. That's all there is to it.
So he's mentioning, he's saying that first off, it's none of our business. We don't need to bother with the origin of his chains, and he is calling us fools, and that's simply because of the fact that so many Tarnished have come and gone, all of them after the same thing, and all of them perishing one after another in the quest of becoming the Elden Lord. So we're just a funny thing for him. So let's go ahead and ask him a bit more about him being a prisoner, because we are nosy. We like to find out what's happening here.
No, don't read too much into it. I've no grudge against you. My being a prisoner is no fault of yours. Besides, I don't mind smithing. Despite my differences, the weapons get stronger all the same. Given time, technique never fails. Besides, it helps me forget the sheer terror of her.
So he is mentioning someone, her. We're gonna find out who that is much later in the game. We're gonna find out what's terrible about her, and further about his charming little situation he's in here. So for the time being, we're just gonna keep walking around, talking to some other NPCs, and before we head into the Great Lands Between, we're gonna go ahead and upgrade some of our weapons. Let's go to this one here, and yes, we have another one. Let's talk to this charming young lady right here.
Greetings, great champion called by grace. I am Fia. Circumstances have compelled my stay at the Round Table Hold. Great champion, would you allow me to hold you? But briefly, perhaps you might share with me some of your lively vigor and your stout-heartedness. Doing so will grant me the warmth of a champion. And you, I am sure, will bear a Baldakin's blessing. Do you think it vulgar, perhaps? Where I come from, it is a sacred act.
Several things. We will find out where she's from. When she said, give me your lively vigor and stout-heartedness, it can be correlated with the vigor stat. So if you let her hold you, you will actually give her a part of your vigor, your total HP, but you will indeed receive in return a Baldakin's blessing. So we're just gonna go ahead, let her snuggle with us, and we'll see what happens after.
Ah, my thanks, great champion. You are very warm.
And there it is, the Baldakin's blessing. And you may have noticed our HP bar is appearing on the top of the screen.
What you felt light up inside you was a Baldakin's blessing. Though it is but a fleeting thing, I am afraid. Come back to me, should you require another. I will take you in my arms as often as you need.
So we did lose a piece of our HP, and you can see it also by the icon below our stamina bar. And we received the Baldakin's blessing. She gave this to us, so let's go ahead and take a look. Favor bestowed by a deathbed companion. Protection of a hidden temple in the guise of a bedchamber. Uses FP to temporarily boost poise. The favor allows one to forget any aches and pains. In death, there is only peace, for in death there can be no sensation. So you can notice one thing, that they're mentioning death here a lot, and in this case they're even capitalizing the word death. She is actually advocating for the ones who live in death, and which is kind of peculiar because you have the guy who hunts those who live in death. So two of them, they are beefing, right? And as we progress both of their quest lines, so each of these NPCs that you've talked to here, all of them have their own quest lines, and yes, we will be doing all of them. And as the quest line progresses for this guy, D, and Fia, the deathbed companion, you're gonna notice their beef becoming stronger and stronger. Okay, so I will, for the time being, just use the Baldakin's blessing right away. So let's check real quick. Can we see poise 48? Okay, so we have 48 poise now, and you see like aura of light around us. And now you can see that our max HP has increased. We have a portion missing, but our poise is now down to 32. So you get 16 points in poise from using this. It lasts briefly, but if used properly, it can help you out. 16 poise is not a small number by any means whatsoever. So in this room right here, we have this guy. Let's talk to him. So he's just chilling there being edgy, and he's giving us the "what do you want" emote. He's never gonna say anything as long as you talk to him. He's just gonna be vibing there. And here we have the Twin Maiden Husks. So this is like a special vendor. We don't have any vendor stuff. So this is a special vendor that sells specific items. One of those is Finger Seal, the seal that we're actually going to be using. They also have a Memory Stone, which gives us a slot for spells. Get some Stone Sword keys, get some online items, get some basic weapons. And this shop is going to be upgraded as long as we're picking up the bell bearings. And as soon as we find the first bell bearing, I'm going to explain to you guys what it's like, what it's for, how it works, and so on and so forth. And here you have this little balcony right here, and you can actually jump down there, but just go ahead, take a look. take a look at these bloodstains. These bloodstains are not from fall damage, let me tell you that, right? You're gonna jump there and take no damage. However, once you jump down there, there's gonna be an invader, like once per game invader, but that guy is no joke. That guy is seriously packing some heat, and we are, I mean, we're definitely not ready at this point to take him on. We're very underleveled. We take a lot of damage and we don't deal enough damage to kind of justify it. So I would recommend, if you're following this walkthrough and are at this point in the game at like level 33, I would definitely recommend you to stay clear of this area below. We will clear it definitely, relatively soon, but not quite yet. So now that we've talked to everyone, we're gonna rest at this grace, and the man who introduced himself as our senior, Gideon, he's gonna move to a different place. See if we can level up on this. Okay, that's fine. So he's gonna move to this place. You may have noticed now that these doors are open, and Gideon is gonna stay here. He's gonna be tucked in his library, and he's not gonna move from this spot for the rest of the game. So let's go ahead and see if he has something more to say.
What do you need? I have little time to spare.
So, you may have noticed that he is very cold and unwelcoming towards us. That is going to change as you progress through the game, but for the time being, let's just see what he meant by houseguest.
Oh, are you aggrieved at the notion you are but a visitant here? Then you would do well to remember the first words of grace given to you. Stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord. If those words held any meaning to you, follow the guidance of grace. Lay low the shard bearers and claim for yourself a great rune. Do so, and the doors to the Round Table's inner chamber will open, and you will receive the wisdom of the Two Fingers.
So, he said lay down the shard bearers. So, shard bearers are main and side quest main bosses for the story and the game. They all have a piece of the Elden Ring. As you may have noticed at the beginning, we saw that the Elden Ring was shattered, so they all are carrying on themselves like a piece, a shard of the Elden Ring. And once we kill our first shard bearer, our first major boss, we're gonna pick up his rune, and Gideon's gonna be like, oh wow, you killed a shard bearer. Okay, I guess you have my respect. And the inner chamber that he mentions that will open to us and we will receive the wisdom of the Two Fingers, that's this chamber right here. So this is gonna open once we kill our first main story boss, and we can go inside and receive the wisdom of the Two Fingers. So with that in mind, since we talked to the all NPCs, let's see if we've exhausted all of the dialogues before moving on.
Ah, you appear to be doing well then.
Okay, so he's still gonna be
May the golden orb.
offering invitations.
What is it? The map indicates will
He's
lead
still
you to...
telling us to go to the Beast Clergyman.
Be sure to tell me if you meet a young... She's a servant to mine. She's been my companion. I've lost count,
Still
honestly.
is looking for Lanya. Actually, we'll talk to him last.
I am pleased. Would
She
you like
is still
me
offering unsolicited
to...
hugs.
Then good day to you.
Also, one more thing here. This mirror right here, it says use mirror. You can use this mirror to change the appearance of your character. So it's gonna give you the same screen as you got when like first creating a character, and like you can change the appearance of your character. And there's also one more thing that we've missed. So this area down here, let's go down here real quick before we continue. This door right here, I've never seen it open so far, so I don't think it's gonna open. And here we have a stone sword gate. Let's see if we have any stone sword keys. There is something very cool inside that we should be picking up. Let's see. Yep, there it is. That's the chest. Let's see. Yes, Krampus's black key crossbow. So this is an incredible crossbow. Let me go. Let me give you guys a look. And we pick up the black key bolts for. They kind of went with this crossbow. They cause Scarlet Rot buildup. This is very, very, very busted. So let's go ahead and look at the crossbow. So it has very big range, 47. It deals quite a decent amount of physical damage. And let's go ahead and take a look at the item. Black crossbow featuring a long stock. Used for sniping, it has very long range. Weapon of Krampus, who served the two fingers from the shadows of the Round Table Hold as the head confessor. So you may have noticed that we picked up this weapon, this twin blade, which is the weapon of the confessors, the melee weapon. We picked up the range weapon of the confessors, which is this crossbow. Let me see if we have more stones or keys. If we do, let's open up this gate as well. Nice. I actually kind of forgot what we pick up here, but let's go ahead and pick it up. Either way, we have this chest right here, and we pick up the Assassin's Prayer Book. So prayer books are items that you can bring to. So the same way you can bring the scrolls for magic teaching to like Selen or some other spell trainer. Prayer books can be given to the holy guy, Corin, upstairs, and he will give you some new incantations for you to learn. Let's go ahead and take a look. Prayer Book of the Round Table Holds Assassins. Can be given to a learned cleric to gain access to the following incantations: Assassin's Approach and Darkness. So the assassins of the Round Table Hold, those would be the confessors. That's their that's their combat style. That's their role in the Golden Order, and the methods that they are employing are of assassin nature itself. So let's go ahead and give the prayer book to the Corin real quick.
Further study of incantation? I can happily spare the
sir, because we do have something to give to you.
That is a work of heresy. Its incantations bear no lineage from the Erd Tree. Very well. I'll take it off your hands.
So he's gonna say that's a work of heresy for any incantation that is not directly related to the Golden Order or the Erd Tree. So just keep it in mind. And this is the two things we picked up. The Darkness. It creates area of darkness that conceals the caster, and the Assassin's Approach. Silences footsteps, reduces fall damage and sound. So this actually is one of the incantations that you get from the start if you take the Confessor class, and this is something we just pick up. We're not going to be using these incantations on our build whatsoever. They're not going to be of detriment to us. You can actually replace the Assassin's Approach with this item right here, soft copy. It has the same effect. And one last thing that we're gonna do before venturing into the great
where have you been hiding?
Yonder of lands between,
I took you for dead.
Upgrade our weapons.
No matter, it's all the same. Lay out your arms then.
Let's see. Okay, nice. So we have 10 smithing stones, tier 3. Okay, so that's 2, 4, 6. So we can. Let's do it like this. We're gonna upgrade our twin blade once, our flail once, our demi-human staff once. And we have one more. Let's upgrade the twin blade because it is gonna be our default go-to weapon. We use flail when we need strike damage, and the next up. So we're gonna in parallel level the staff because we're gonna be using spells, and the twin blade because that's gonna be our default weapon. And you're gonna notice the letters in blue and the numbers in blue. That's the improvement you get from upgrading the weapons. And you're gonna notice that all of these weapons, as you upgrade them, their scaling is being upgraded as well, and that's always very good to see. So let me see. We talked to Fia, we talked to him, we got down, we talked to these guys here, we visited the balcony. Okay, that's it. I would say we are ready to proceed. So let me just go ahead and quickly take a look to see what we did last time. So here, okay, so we found the nomadic merchant. Is this Kenneth Height? Yep, that's Kenneth Height. That's the other shack. We went here to the Church of America, and then we went upwards to the smoldering church. Okay, you know what? Let's do it like this. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna teleport to this grace right here, Agil Lake South. And since we managed to run and take care of everything that we needed to initially. We're just gonna go bottoms up and start clearing the Mistwoods from here all the way north. So let's go ahead. Go there. There's like a nice little passage. Yeah, let's go ahead and travel to Gill Lake South. So without further ado, let's move. So there's a reason I teleported to Disgrace. If you see this little cliffside area right here, that's actually a way we can pass down into the Mistwoods. That's what we're gonna do. This noble, in specific, do not kill him. Do not kill him, don't mess with him, just leave him be. If you do, if you like nasty surprises, then you're in for a treat. But if not, just leave him be. Just leave him be. Okay, so this is where we want to go. So next to the Bridge of Sacrifice, you turn left right here. And you just follow this cliffside. And you can see in the distance right there, let me just bring up my binocular. That right there, that is Fort Height. That's going to be our first stop in the Mistwoods. So let's go ahead and keep moving. We got some dogs here. So our Twin Blade should be doing really good against them. And against... oh, nice. And against other enemies as well. Because we upgraded it up to tier 5. So that's gonna be big. And we do have here some golden runes. Cash money opportunity, and we're never gonna pass on free money. So just walk around. You should see some wolves on top of the cliffside right here. They're gonna jump down onto you as you start getting the runes. So it would be... ooh, okay, come down. So it would be advisable to deal with them up top, just so you don't have to deal with them down here. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna flask up just because I'm gonna get some flasks back when I clear this area. So this big dog, I'm just gonna keep my distance and running down with some glowstone stars. And heal up as well. I mean, restoring mana. There should be one more dog, I think. Somewhere. Ah, we're in combat, so yeah. Where? Where? Get your shield up. Like, as soon as you see your status bars, you're gonna be able to notice that you're in combat. So, the dog that actually noticed us is down there. So, we do have some free time. We're just gonna go ahead and pillage some graves. Get some golden rune here. Golden rune here. Golden rune here. And... okay, there's one more dog apparently. Ah! Yeah, sneaky, aren't you? Sneaky dog, aren't you? Let's go ahead and deal with him real quick. And, yep, that's it. Ah, not the monocular. We need our boy Torin. So before venturing into Fort Height, I would like to first and foremost... oh, look at this bad boy running all by himself. Nice. We're gonna deal with the beach right here. Go scope it out, see if we have some goodies. We have this octopus right here. You know by now, we're gonna mess with the octopus. Just run! Okay. Okay, I would say that's it for the beach. There's a turtle here. Don't touch the turtle. Obviously. Anything here? No. Okay. And we do have a grace here. Let's go ahead and touch the grace. And I'm just gonna make a quick run to the edge here. If not, then we're gonna go deal with Fort Height. Okay, awesome. So, for Fort Height, if you remember our previous delightful encounters with fat ballistas, this is gonna look all too familiar for you. Look at this. He is up there waiting to shoot you as soon as you start running through this area. Like, he's actually shooting already at someone over there. And you're gonna see pretty soon who. So, for this part, what I would recommend is just dashing through this entire area. Do not mind anything at all. So, they're fighting the demi-humans here. That's who he's shooting at. So, run here and just go along this edge. Anywhere, pretty much is gonna be fine. We got that guy shooting at us. Is he gonna... Let's go a bit back, see if he follows us down. We're gonna take this guy. Oh, okay, guys. We have a couple of them stacked up together, which is a perfect opportunity to utilize our Greenstone Arc. Okay, so that guy. Okay. So he's still shooting at us, and we did attract. Oh, okay. This is actually the first time I saw the Mad Pumpkinhead do that. Okay, so I have an interesting approach for this. Do this. We're gonna deal with the other guy a bit, and then we have this guy all to ourselves. And this guy's actually annoying me quite a bit. We're just gonna dispose of him real fast. Dodge the Pumpkinhead. We've dealt with this guy once. You know how to deal with him. Guard counters. Attack him from behind. And we should be good to go. And now we have this guy left. Aw, you missed. Unlucky. Okay, awesome. And I think that should be all the guards on the lower level. So, this tree is looking all too familiar. We love our golden seeds, so let's go ahead and pick it up. Let's just run to the edge real quick here, see if we have some goodies. We got some mushrooms, we got some penguins. I'm gonna mount up actually, so we can cover more ground a bit faster. And okay, this lower part of the fort is now officially taken care of. What we're gonna do now is venture inside. So don't be fooled, there are enemies inside which you can't see initially. There's that guy who's gonna throw fire pots at you. There you go. There should be... he's not gonna throw fire pots at you quite yet. There are also rats nearby, hiding behind this little... Oh, there we go. Just gonna do with him. Another rat here. I'm gonna use this wooden barricade as a shield, actually, from the fire pots. Okay, we have that guy and we have that guy. Let's see. Okay, let's do this. Try to steer clear of the barrels. They are explosive. We can break them like this, and you're gonna be safe. But don't be near them as they explode, because that is not pretty. And for the next part, just run up, deal with this guy one-on-one. Uninteresting, all new. So for this guy, kill him quickly and run down immediately. Because, let me see if we pulled him. Yep, we pulled the knight. Let's see if he's actually gonna follow us down. We have one more guy over there. Okay, I'm gonna deal with the small fries first, while he reaches us down here. All of these additional enemies, they came from that dark room over there. Oh, we actually managed to pull him down. Okay. So he is using some blood loss abilities. Ooh. These remains of Debbie Human Queen kind of are messing with me. And there we go. 2 guard counties, more than enough. Get him staggered and to be done with him. So if you remember, Kenneth Haidt mentioning some fool that took over the castle, obsessed with blood, you can kind of make the connection right here. So we pick up the Bloody Slash from here as an Ash of War and a Gilded Great Shield. Nice. Let's go ahead and take a look. Is this the first one we picked up? Metal Great Shield coated with gold, carried by knights loyal to Godric. The red tinge in the gold coat mirrors the primordial matter that became the Erdtree, the color of homeward yearning. I think this is actually the second one we picked up. We were extremely lucky. Yeah, we picked up the first one in the Stormgate Ruins, actually, which is very lucky. So now we're clear, so we can just take our time and look around. There's usually a rat here, but if you kind of go loud and pull everything, he's gonna come out of here and like attack you. I missed the blood rose here. Okay, we dealt with these guys. Okay, so be careful when running inside. Let me turn on my lantern. There could be more guys or rats. Okay, we pulled all of them. Nice. And we pick up the Nomadic Warrior Cookbook 6. Let's go ahead and take a look. We get the Blood Grease, the Drawstring Blood Grease, Bloodborne Arrow, Fletched Arrow, and Bolt. So everything blood related is kind of in this cookbook right here. And that's always nice. So now, with that out of the way, let's go here first and deal with this guy, who has conveniently cleared up the path down of the demi-humans. So this is the spot. This is where we ran into the fort. This is where he shot us from. And let's go top side. Before continuing forward, I'm just gonna go here real quick. There should be an item up here, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it's gonna be Smithing Stone Tier 1. This jump, I never actually made this jump. It could, in theory, be done, but I've never actually made this jump. So we're gonna clear up the rest of the fort height, and maybe we'll even try the jump. We have another item here. We got more blood roses, that's always nice. And there's a little tower here. Let's go ahead and climb up. And we have a chest here. Let's see what we have. And we pick up the Dectus medallion left. So probably left side. Let's go ahead and take a look. Join medallions to operate the Grand Lift of Dectus. Left half of a split medallion depicting the Erdtree. Brandishing the medallion with both halves conjoined will activate the Grand Lift of Dectus, connecting the Altus Plateau to Liurnia. The right half is said to reside in Fort Ferreth in Dragon Barrow, far to the east. Okay, so we heard several geographic areas terms. So we heard first of Liurnia. Liurnia is up here. They mentioned Altus Plateau. Altus Plateau is here. So the grace that we got trapped into, this is in Leyndell, the royal capital. Leyndell is in Altus Plateau actually. And they mentioned Fort Ferreth. Fort Ferreth is actually much more to the northeast, like here, where I am right now. Much more to the northeast. We will encounter that place, definitely, but much later in the game. Let's go ahead, go down. You can also use these, I don't know if we can see them. These little rafters up there, you can use them to jump down. So, before we leave Fort Ferreth, let's give it a go with the jump. I think that crack is where we should go. Okay, that was close. I want to give it one more try. I've never actually made this jump, so if I were to make this jump today, it would be something I would see for the first time. Okay, and... okay, never mind. Okay, let's keep moving. So we've dealt with Fort Firth. Now we can. Sorry, not Fort Firth. Fort Height. There's an item from this Godric soldier. We picked up his helm. Nice. And oh, that was painful. Sorry, Torrent. Now let's keep moving through the Mistwoods. There are two paths we can go from here. One is toward this minor earth tree, and one is toward the center. Also, by the way, this minor earth tree is one of those rare ones that actually does not have an earth tree avatar on it. We did find a merchant here, so let's go see what he has in store for us.
Right this way. Right this way. Welcome, valued customer. Come, trade in our wandering emporium. Please, buy something. I'm hungry. I've been hungry so long. Please?
Oh, that's unlucky. Fortunately for you, however, you do have some goodies that we will definitely be buying. So we have the Warrior's Cookbook 5, Armor's Cookbook 3. Get this hand axe, we're not going to be buying it. We got some Trina's Lily, we're not going to be buying these for the time being. Some local flesh, beast liver, stuff of meat, festering bloody finger. This is an item used for invasions. We will, however, just actually, before anything, we will pop some runes. So we're on 2300. We need 35, 641. So we need 1800 runes. So 19 of those should be more than enough. Oh! I have wildly miscalculated it. I needed 9, not 19. That's more than fine. So we're gonna pick up the Warrior's Cookbook 5. We're gonna pick up the Armor's Cookbook 3. And we're gonna pick up all of these smithing stones right here. And we are actually gonna sell some double items that we may have encountered. Like for example the stagger. Let's see, what else do we have? Double, nothing here, nothing here. We got some ammo, and we do have double of the gilded great shield, so we're gonna sell that. No helms. All of these are change rate tabards. Let's go ahead and sell all this. We got doubles of fight and armor. Okay. Okay. And we're gonna pick up his butterflies because we love butterflies. So let me just go ahead and take a look at. Ooh, this is quite heavy. Let me see. What are we? If we remove this, we're gonna be in medium load. So we're gonna actually go with the Vagabond Knight armor. Can we do this? Yes. And can we do this? Nice. Okay. So we are in our starting class armor, and we're still in medium load, just so we can be a little beefier. That's pretty much it. Be careful around here. I'm gonna approach from the other side so you guys can take a look at what I mean here. We do have. Oh, nice. We have a Wandering Spirit. Yeah, a Lost Spirit. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, the corpse that you saw decomposing, that is the demi-human queen. Apparently she's been taken by the blood-deranged knight who took over the castle. So that's kind of a piece of lore backstory. So, if you were to approach while taking the road, you would be encountering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a bit more to behind. 6, 7 demi-humans. We are, however, quite beefy. We can take them on. But be careful because that ambush is going to be waiting for you right here. Oh, it's not one shot. Oh, This is gonna be beautiful. This is gonna be beautiful. So we have the big chungus right here. Okay, so he kind of separated. This guy. They're kind of pumped up together. Oh, not anymore. We did manage to get the big chungus down. So I'm just gonna Brimstone Stars here. And use my flask. Aw. Oh, we did. Nice. And that's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you do it. Ambush. Just take a step back, take a look at the situation, and it's just demi-humans. You should be able to go through them real quick. So before we continue, I would like to show you guys this message. This shines brighter than all of the other messages if you're playing online. That's because it's a developer message, and it's going to say open for business. It's going to point you to the merchant we just saw. Oh, I need to stop mixing my hotkeys. Okay, so with that in mind, we do have a couple more minutes left till the end of this episode. Okay, so for the end of this episode, we're just gonna make a run for the map here, so we can find our way around much easier, and probably talk to Kenneth Hyde. So let's go ahead and mark this for us, just so we have an easier time going out and about the Mistwoods. And I'm gonna ignore everything, run through, especially because you'll see. You'll see. Once you see, you'll know exactly what I mean and what I'm ignoring. Oh, we do have a scarab here. Scarab. So we'll just go ahead, take them out, and get the ground slime. Nice. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The reason why I said I'm gonna ignore everything here. Oh, no. I did not pick it up. Oh, not the map as well. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. No. So, if you remember, when I said earlier, we do not fuck with the bear, this is exactly why. I am gonna rush. Oh, come on. Oh, the whore. Pick up the map, pick up the... Are you for absolute real right now? We pick up the cookbook. And now... for the map, map. Yes, let's go. Woo! Another one. Oh, that's a smaller one. Hi, bear. I have no idea where I'm going, to be quite honest. North, northeast. Okay. I know where I'm going. So, just make sure, run in any direction, just get rid of the bear chasing you. Then you can like open your map, you gather the bearings, see where you're at. Okay, nice. I think this could potentially be a good resting spot. Okay. That was certainly interesting. Okay, let's take a look. We did pick up, where is it? The nomadic cookbook. Let's go ahead and take a look at the cookbook, the Ash of War, and the other two cookbooks we picked up. So this one, we get the fetid pot and the roped fetid pot. So this is like the poo-poo that you saw me picking up. That's the poo-poo you put in this pot, fetid pot, and then you throw poo-poo at people. Super fun. Ash of War Ground Slam. Jump up high into the air and crash down on the ground ahead. The resulting pratfall sends a powerful shockwave in all directions. Usable on all melee armaments. Let's see, Armor's Cookbook, we pick up the Exalted Flesh, so that's always good to have. And the Beastler Pot. Beastler Pot is... so basically you throw a pot and the beasts are going to be attracted to it and attack it for like a brief period of time, which gives you an opening to hammer on them. So we found this little inconspicuous building right here. So this is actually... let me show you guys. The Siofra River... Let's just spell it. The Siofra River Well. Siofra, sorry. And you step on this elevator, it's gonna take you down. Okay, actually, let's just go ahead and pick up this grace, so once we actually do this part, we can just teleport back. This is a whole new area, completely unrelated to anything. I think it's necessary for one of the side quest chains that you do. But it will connect to many other underground zones. We will be clearing this definitely, as this is a full walkthrough. We'll take care of everything. But we won't bother with this for the time being. We're just gonna go down. There's gonna be Grace immediately after we land. We're gonna pick it up. And in my opinion, this place is absolutely beautiful. Like, this is gonna be the theme of a big part of the underground. And I mean, the theme, the atmosphere is just beautiful. It's just next level, and I'm a huge fan of it. So be careful. It is a lengthy ride down, so make sure to stay safe. And on the elevator. And this is the Siofra River. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this Grace. And let's see. And we pick up Limgrave East. So this is the last part of the map that we actually picked up. This right here. This is the Mistwoods. So we covered this area here and this top side. So actually, okay, so for this last bit of episode, I'm gonna teleport to the Artist Shack and go talk to Kenneth Height. We're gonna tell him, hey, your fort has been liberated. All kind of hell broke loose there, but don't worry, we took care of it. Also, you have a big demi-human rotting in your courtyard. And we're gonna progress his questline as well. And we're gonna actually end the episode there. Okay, so Artist Shack, he's right behind us. Okay. Let's find a way down, shall we? This is the place where we fought the bears in the last episode. This jump is not doable, but this one is. Let's go. Boom. Picked up some herba, it's always nice. You can also jump here, nothing's gonna happen to you. Oh, no. Oh, okay. No, run away from this place, because it's nighttime and you're gonna summon a special boss only available and visible at nighttime. So don't venture further into that direction, you're gonna have a bad time. But instead, go forth and find our boy Kenneth Height.
I've been waiting for you with bated breath. Did you manage to recapture my fort? Oh, excellent news. Just wonderful. And the knight's dead to boot. Well done, my friend. Well done indeed. I knew I was right to trust you. Now, here's your reward, as promised. Go ahead. It's all yours.
So he's gonna give us the Earth Steel Dagger. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at it after we finish the dialogue.
Right then. Time for me to head to the fort. I've much to do. First, I'll have to re-establish communication with the demi-humans. What's that look? You don't believe me? Well, under the Earth Tree, commingling with the demi-humans is made possible. Even the vulgar shall not be left behind under the rule of true order. Which is why I, Kenneth Height, next in line as the rightful ruler of Limgrave, have sworn to uphold it. Just you watch, my friend. Just you watch. Ah, yes. I've been meaning to ask. Would you like to enter my service? I see bright things in your future, stout warrior. Enter into my service and learn the workings of the Erd Tree's true order. And who knows? Perhaps sometime down the line, the grace of gold will return to those tarnished eyes of yours. What say you? A fine accord, is it not?
So in order to proceed with his questline, we are just gonna go ahead and pledge the service. If you don't pledge the service, nothing else is gonna happen. He's just gonna move to his fort, and the questline ends there, and he's gonna stay at his fort for the rest of the times. But since we're interested in seeing everything this game has to offer,
very well,
we're gonna
very
pledge.
well indeed. I knew I saw something in you. I shall await you at my fort. We shall hold a ceremony for your knighting there, I think. I see great things ahead of us. We are truly by the Erd Tree blessed. Right then, time for me to... I've much to do.
Okay, so once you rest at the Grace, he's gonna move back to his fort, and we can go talk to him, and we can go get knighted. We can go be sirs. Let me see. Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna port to Fort Height West and end the episode here. So the next episode, we can just immediately go talk to him and see what he has to say. With that in mind, I would like to say, let me see, I want to say some, yes, so we wanted to actually check out the Earthsteel Dagger first. An Earthsteel Dagger with a grass crest engraved upon its blade, carried by the Earth Tree royalty for self-defense in times of peace. Though forged to a high standard, the weapon is difficult to wield. Attack power also scales with faith. So yeah, as you can see, this is a faith scaling dagger. It has triple scaling, so if you're running some mixed builds with a bit of dexterity faith, dexterity strength, and so on and so forth, the Earthsteel Dagger will actually benefit from all of these. And yeah, okay, so with that in mind, I would like to bid you guys farewell. I am your host, the Mad Pumpkin, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.